Hello and welcome to Parker, Colorado. I'm Jack Schauer here with Ryan Tubbs, and first pitch is coming up as your 9-0 Mountain Vista Golden Eagles visit the 5-3 Legend Titans in the first league game of the year for both of these teams. These are two offensively capable teams with some big hitters up and down the lineup. Legends has won their last 4 games in a row, and Mountain Vista is trying to keep their record perfect in what is going to be one of the most important games of the season so far. So, Ryan, what are your keys to the game tonight?
So for Vista, as with any game really, and they've done a pretty good job with this so far in the season. Obviously, they're 9-0. They got to score early and they got to score often. A lot of these games end up being pretty high scoring. Vista comes out on top just because they are so good at consistently scoring throughout the game. They have to minimize errors. That's one of the team's biggest weaknesses on defense is just making silly mistakes that cost them runs. And keep Sam's pitch count low. Vista only has those 2 starting pitchers, and they've really got to keep the stress off of Sam Ireland. Obviously, he's a really talented pitcher. He can go really late in the game, but we got to keep the stress off of him if we can. As for Legend, they have to rock our pitcher early. They have to start scoring and get runners on base. And, well, that's my second point for them. If they want to win this game, they have to get runners on base consistently. A lot of their runs in previous games have come just off of solo home runs, and that's just not really a sustainable strategy, I guess, going forward with the rest of the game.
And I mean, really going to what you just pointed out, though, Ryan, is that statistically, they got players up and down this lineup with home runs, not really any with too many home runs, like in big numbers or anything, but really all those guys that have home runs don't have a high amount of RBIs. They're all kind of like 4 home runs with 9 RBIs or something.
Yeah.
You know.
We still have to respect them. I say we as Mountain Vista because I'm very biased in this broadcast, but as Mountain Vista, we have to respect them because, like you said, they have really strong hitters. They're a really big team physically, and they can definitely score.
Little ceremonial first pitch for Jason Jacobs here. Right down the middle there.
Nasty curveball.
There you go. I guess that's a good way to start your game off.
Yeah, Vista doesn't do that too often.
No.
Batting in the 2 hole, playing second base, Mr. Osmus. Batting in the 3 hole, and catching is Mr. Grieving.
Catching tonight for Legend will be Grieving, first base. Batting fourth is going to be Lincavage. Batting in the 5th hole, playing center field will be Mano.
Batting in the 6th hole, DHing for Mr. Eliason, who's playing left field, Mike Barr.
Mike Bard playing DH tonight with God, I just slaughtered that name so badly there.
We just heard that was pronounced. I don't know.
I dearly apologize for that one.
In the 9 hole, McCook.
Is Eliason. That's in left field. Sorry,
There
just
we
kind
go.
of one of those weird names that they like to throw at you every once in a while.
Yeah, why can't they throw us a little like Smith?
Yeah, one of the easy ones there.
Jones.
All right, and tonight we'll have our national anthem.
Play ball.
All right, and we were just a moment away from first pitch here. Throwing tonight for the Legend Titans is Brody McCord. Brody this season has a 2.03 ERA over 10 innings pitched with 13 strikeouts, 1 home run given up, and an opponent average of .167. Also saw a little bit of Brody this winter playing basketball for the Legend team. Stepping up to the plate now, Zach Paschke, shortstop. He started off a little slow this season, going 0 for 11, and then broke his slump in the Cherry Creek game with a leadoff home run.
I remember that. That was pretty nice.
Yes. Since then, he's been batting .321 on the season. So picked it up a little bit since the slump.
Yeah.
First pitch is roped down the line, foul there by Paschke. Just a little early there on that one.
I like how he's coming out swinging.
Yeah. Always good to see. Usually you take that first pitch, kind of see what he's got, but no hesitation there from Paschke.
He's definitely one of the most confident guys on our roster.
That one Paschke thought was a little inside, but called strike.
He's standing right up to the plate there.
You don't always get those calls for you when you're right on the plate. Catcher sets outside and missed a way outside there from McCord. 1-2 count on Paschke now. Hits him with the changeup, and Paschke takes that one down the line. This will be an easy double for Paschke with his speed. El Salandro gets cut off there, and so a leadoff double by Paschke to start the game.
That was a really nice hit. He put it right where it needed to be. And like you said, Paschke, I'd say probably one of the most, or probably the fastest guy on our team. Easily rolls into second base there.
Up second for Mountain Vista, Drew Stahl, the second baseman, Washington State University commit. Paschke with a fairly generous leadoff at second base. First pitch to Stahl misses outside, ball one. Paschke taking off for third, pitches inside, throw is too late, and Paschke steals third base.
That's not an uncommon sight. Vista's got, that's 42 now steals on the season.
I mean, really, if you look at this team, it's almost a five-tool team all the way around. It seems like every player has, good arm strength, great fielding. They can hit all for power and for contact, and all of them can field pretty well too. Pitch misses high there from McCord, and so it goes to a 3-0 count now on Stahl. Pitch looked to be outside, but McCord gets the call, so
Oh.
it'll go to 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch from McCord. Fouled off there from Stahl. Brings it to a 3-2 count. Three-two coming home to Stahl. And strikes him out on that one. Stahl did not like that call.
I don't know if I like that call.
Stahl was ready to take ball 4 and walk to first base, but got rung up on that one. So it'll be 1 out now with Paschke on third as Sam Ireland steps into the batter's box. Kind of takes an inside out swing and pops this one up to shallow center field. Paschke tags up and will score easily from third base. So Vista on the board early here in the first inning, taking the 1-0 lead off of the sac fly from Sam Ireland.
Grant McGill.
The catcher, Grant McGill, stepping up now with no one on and 2 out. First pitch looked to be a
That was a
changeup.
pretty pitch. Oh my goodness.
Put that one right on the outside part of the plate there. Good spot on from McCord to get the first strike on McGill. Second pitch, a fastball that misses outside. Puts it at 1-1.
What do you say, Brody? Here we are now.
This one, McGill swings and misses right through that one.
That was a home run swing right there.
One of those daddy hacks from McGill.
Nice.
Good pitch there from Brody McCord on a 1-2 count to strike out McGill. And that will end the inning for Mountain Vista.
Still, Mountain Vista's on the board with that sacrifice fly from Sam Ireland. Paschke scores.
It was a good job there from Ireland, really, to just kind of put that one in play to score Paschke. So as Vista now takes the field, we see Sam Ireland step out to the mound. He's been a really solid pitcher between the 2 starter split, I guess, Vista has going. He's got a
He
3.
gets a lot of reps.
Yes. He's got a 3.76 ERA this season with 25 strikeouts and a 2.12 opponent batting average, but kind of a number that really sticks out for you. He has 3 home runs given up, which could be dangerous, especially with this Legend Titan lineup.
Right. We'll see sophomore Griffin Sheeran going out to third base. Not the most common sight. He doesn't start every game, but I like when he does.
He's got a good arm,
Yeah.
and some good speed too. Usually only starts too when Ireland's pitching, because Ireland is their everyday third baseman for the most part,
right.
until he's on the mound, I guess.
Now batting from Legend, Justin Boyd.
All right, stepping on the plate now is Justin Boyd. Boyd on the season so far, he's got 3 home runs, hitting .440. Definitely a good guy to have in the leadoff spot. Watches that first pitch. Strike.
Looked a little bit outside from up here.
I think the ump's got a pretty
Yes.
big strike zone.
Ooh.
That one's sent out to deep left field. And it's tracked down. That'll be the first out, a quiet first out.
Osmus.
And now PJ Osmus stepping up to the plate. Osmus hitting .345 on the year. He's got a home run as well.
Really, for these first couple of guys up for Legend, I mean, all of them are fairly high in the batting averages. I mean, really, that's what you want from your first couple of guys up.
Right.
And make sure they get on base so you can get your power hitters
First
to hit them
pitch
home.
outside. Second pitch seen outside as well. Counts now 2-0. Third pitch called foul. Ireland's got a pretty quick pace going on so far.
It's really not giving the batters any time to kind of catch their breath between pitches. It's kind of what we're used to seeing, though, from Ireland.
Right. Count now 2-2 after a swinging strike. Ireland, not to cut you off here, but Ireland really likes to get in and out of innings really fast.
Yeah, keep it short while he's on the field.
Third pitch misses high and inside.
All these pitches have been outside here to Osmus. I mean, that one was supposed to be outside. McGill set up outside, but he missed inside, so clearly they've done some sort of scouting on Osmus.
That one's popped up to shallow center. There's a bit of a Bermuda Triangle situation, but tracked down. 2 outs now for the Golden Eagles.
That was one of those where you got to make sure you're communicating out there.
Right.
Don't want any collisions or anything to happen.
Any Padres-esque?
Yes.
Shout out Stephen Tubbs, who's watching the broadcast right now. Ooh, that one's set into center field. So pretty quiet inning. Nothing going on for the Titans so far in this first inning. And who's coming up now for the Golden Eagles? I don't know who we left out.
It'll be Alessandro Aragon.
I'm not very professional.
It's all right. Aragon having a very good season so far, hitting .385 with 12 RBIs and 4 home runs. I mean, really, he's been their power hitter this year.
He's a big boy.
He is a very stocky kid, to say the least. I would say.
Now batting for Mountain Vista, number 12, Alessandro Aragon.
Alessandro Aragon steps up now. He's got 4 home runs on the season. Watches that first pitch high. That one's called just outside.
Gave that one to Ireland there in the
I
first.
know.
Kind of one of those borderline calls that could go either
Right.
way.
That one's right down the middle for strike one.
I think he was given the take sign on that one. That looked
Yep.
pretty good from up here.
Ooh, swung there. Brings that count to 2-2.
Swung right through that pitch.
Just kind of burned it past him. He was a little late on it.
Just a little.
Ooh,
Oh.
nearly gets that. Looks like he's under it, but it could go over the fence anyway. And that
Wow.
is Alessandro Aragon's 5th home run. He doesn't even need to get good contact on it. He is that powerful of a hitter.
And I mean, it looked like that ball was just going to be like a weak pop fly, and then it
Yeah.
almost just kind of kept carrying and it went right
That
over.
was a bit of a surprise for both of us up here.
Brings him to 5 home runs on the season now.
5 home runs, and now the score 2-0. Mountain Vista leading in the top of the 2nd inning. John Zackham steps up.
Zackham, probably the biggest player here for Mountain Vista. Vista fairly short, kind of
A little scrawny. I know that's the
scrawny,
word
yeah.
you were looking for there. Zackham is not scrawny,
No.
however.
swing.
Swings on that first pitch.
Kind of going back to that though, I mean, really, just the power this Vista team has for their size. I mean, it's kind of incredible.
Yeah. Watches that one, but he calls it a strike this time. Count now 0-2. I think that same spot has
kinda
been a
spot,
ball
yeah.
and a strike.
It's kind of been going both ways
If you're a
for both
pitcher,
teams.
you're trying to hit there. That one way outside.
Looks like he was trying to hit that spot, just missed high.
Ooh, gets good contact on it, but sent right to the right fielder. That'll be the first out. Now Clay Burke steps up. He's another really powerful hitter. We have a lot of really strong hitters back to back to back in our lineup. Burke is an Oregon commit. And he watches that high and outside. That one's fouled to the backstop.
Burke started the season off with a, I don't know if you would necessarily call it a suspension, but it's
Not a suspension.
not a
in
suspension,
the
but
conventional sense.
basically it was he transferred from Mullen as he pokes this one right to center field for a base hit. But anyway, it was almost a.
I know there's
like
a word for it.
Yeah, but it's like
Suspension's
it's the
about the
transfer rule, but either
transfer
way,
rule.
he got suspended for believe it was 8 games to start the season. So this is his first game here, but he was on the JV team just to kind of get his reps in, and he tore his shoulder, so he's actually not able to pitch like they had intended him to. So he's just DHing for the team until he
Right.
can
He's
throw
fully
again.
healed there, but still a pretty solid hit for someone who threw out their shoulder.
Cooper Jamieson up to bat now for Mountain Vista. Batting .250 on the season. Little back pick here to Burke.
That was close.
Ooh. Good idea there from Grieving to kind of try and one there with
Keep Burke honest.
Yep. Burke was starting to get a little far out there.
Ooh, big swing there from Jameson.
Pretty ugly swing too, if I
He's
do
way
say
out
so.
in front of it, yep. We have to be inclusive. I would never
Yeah.
use the word ugly. That one tipped. Count now 1-2. 2-2. That's what I said.
I didn't hear it.
I've never made any mistakes on broadcast. What are you talking about? That one popped up to shallow center. Two outs now for the Titans.
And batting for Mountain Vista, number 1, Zach Hoff.
Pretty routine fly ball there.
Not very interesting. Zach Hoff steps up now. He's one of the most consistent hitters on the team, batting .458 right now.
Still kind of surprised they have him hitting at the bottom of the order, but I guess it is tough to really slot all your hitters in here.
Ooh, gets the bunt sign, pops it right back to.
I really don't think he was.
He didn't get the sign that said, pop this one right back to the pitcher. I don't know what that sign would be. Not too familiar. But at any rate, this is going back onto the field. And who is coming up for the Titans?
It'll be Lynn Cabbage.
I don't
We'll
know
start it
either
off.
team. Why am I here? Who let me do broadcast?
I believe you're the one that signed up for it.
I don't remember doing that.
Lynn Cabbage on the season for Legend, batting .423. Two home runs and 3 RBIs.
Now batting for Legend, number 10, Troy Lynn Cabbage.
Lynn Cabbage steps up now. First pitch on the way. Swung on for strike one.
A little early on that fastball there.
A little movement on it too.
It might have been more of a two-seam.
That one fouled off. And Lynn Cabbage is quickly down in the count, 0-2.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a change-up here from Ireland on the 0-2 count. Looks like he
Ooh.
went to the changeup and strikes him out.
Nasty. 3-pitch strikeout there for Sam Ireland.
Legend, number 22, Kian Mamana.
First strikeout of the game for Ireland.
Now center fielder Keon Monmano steps up to the plate. He's batting .240 on the season. And that first pitch swung on.
Looks like Ireland went to almost a lower arm slot on that pitch, kind of changed it up a little.
He's just looking really solid right now. Second pitch fouled off. And will history repeat itself?
No. Who knows? And
It
it
does.
does.
Second strikeout in
Now
6
batting for
pitches.
Legend, number
3 pitches, 3 strikes for Sam Ireland.
That is about as immaculate as you can get.
That one looked like a slider, maybe a cutter even, from Sam Ireland.
Number 18, Bard, steps up now. First pitch fouled off.
Bard's having a fairly good season this year, hitting .318. Only has 3 RBIs and no home run to his credit, but gets on base.
First ball of the inning.
There's that lower arm slot again there from
Yeah, I
Sam
noticed that
Ireland.
now. Didn't see it the first time, but definitely noticed that now.
Goes to it
Do
again.
it again, yeah.
Missed in the exact same spot as well.
It's a little wild.
It's a good idea, though. Change it up a little.
I think it makes it harder, especially for a lefty, to see where the ball's coming from. Foul to the backstop. Count now 2-2. That one sent inside.
Might have been a little low. Looked like a change up there from Ireland.
Full count now. Payoff pitch.
Oh
Ooh,
my God.
that was a
nasty slider
yep,
there.
I couldn't even identify that, but it was pretty.
Wow.
Painted the outside
that had
corner.
So much movement to it.
And 3 strikeouts in that inning for Sam Ireland. That's as good as you can get.
I mean, that was just almost flawless up until
he threw a
until
ball.
Bard came up, but
reminded us that he is human.
Yes. Brody McCord coming out to start his 3rd inning here, giving up 1 run apiece in each one.
Now batting from Mountain Vista, number 3, Zach Paschke.
Zach Paschke. Ooh, James steps up to the plate now for the 2nd time. He had a nice double to left field last time he was up.
First pitch misses outside there. This pitch taken to deep center field. This one will go off the wall, and Paschke will have 2. Easy. Holds it off at 2.
I think that's the right choice.
Yeah, good job.
He's fast,
there.
but he's not that
not
fast.
Not quite that fast. So 2 at-bats and 2 doubles for Zach Paschke, both of them lead off.
Now batting from Mountain Vista, number 6, Mountain Man Drew Stahl.
It's always good to have the leadoff guy get on, especially put himself in scoring position. And he's got Stahl and Ireland backing him right up. Cord probably going to keep a little bit more of an eye on Paschke this time around. Paschke stole 3rd last time. This ball popped up to right center field. Caught by the right fielder.
They send Paschke. He's in easily.
Beats a throw by 1.5 miles there. Just the speed from Zach Paschke really beating down this legend defense a little more.
Right. With no outs, that's what Stahl needed to do, though. Just advance the
move the runner over.
And now we got Sam Ireland up.
Ireland pops this one up. Shallow right field. Taking will be the second baseman, Boyd. Paschke tags up from 3rd and will score. Wow. Zach Paschke just with some
showing
wheels
his speed there.
He got, I think, a little lucky there as Boyd kind of fell down on the catch. We'll throw the ball over to 3rd base. Attempt to get him out. Thought he might not have tagged up, I guess.
Might not have tagged up. Maybe good to check.
Doesn't hurt too, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Grant McGill steps up to the plate with no one on and 2 out. This one hit high. Right to the third baseman, though. And he'll take this one easily to record the third and final out of the inning.
Vista still did some damage, though.
Just kind of chipping away at Brody McCord, getting 1 run in each inning so far. So leading off for Legend will be Stubbings. Legend still looking for their first hit in the third inning here. Hopefully don't get my commentator's curse on that one.
Yep. I'm usually the one who is guilty of commentator's curse. I got the bad luck amongst the two of us.
Don't jinx me twice here, Ryan.
I will not. We knocked on wood. We're safe. Nothing can possibly go wrong.
There's a lot that can still go wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Stubbings will come up now, or will be leading off, I suppose, for Legend. It's not really having the most ideal season, I would hope, in his point of view. Only hitting 167 on the year with just 2 RBIs.
Now batting for Legend, number 20, Caleb Stubbs.
Stubbings comes up to the plate now, looking to try and get something going here for Legend. First pitch outside from Ireland for ball 1.
Ooh.
This one hit to left field. Aragon backing up and jumps up to catch that one.
That was a pretty nice play out there.
Yeah. Almost lost track of it there for a second, but a good job recovering to get the first out.
Now batting for Legend.
Now batting for Legend Titans, it'll be Landon Boyd, right fielder. Also the only freshman on the Titan roster. Hits this one weakly to the second baseman stall. We'll just glove flip this one over to Zackham to record the second out.
Yeah, it works.
Good job by Drew Stahl to kind of keep his calm there. Boyd was really coming down the line on that one. Brody McCord stepping in now for Legend. Trying to get something going with 2 outs here. Watches that first one inside for a strike, or for a ball. My bad.
That was a heater.
This one hit into the second baseman's stall. He's got to make a, wow! What a play by
Nice
Drew
three-out.
Stahl.
He was off the back foot there. Just a real athletic play.
All pure arm strength on that play there from Drew Stahl. Ends the inning. So no runs and no hits for Legend in the third. Vista still up 3-2 coming into the fourth.
Alessandro Aragon's going to be leading this one off. He hit one over the center field fence last time he was up. Surprising both of us.
Yes, it looked like just like a weak fly ball, but it got out. McCord steps up for his 4th inning of work here, looking to not repeat what he's done so far and hopefully give up no more runs instead of the 1 run per inning.
Aragon swings on that first pitch, fouls it off. Watches the second one low, brings the count even to 1-1. Third pitch outside.
McCord on the release for the first couple of pitches looks like he's not quite hitting his spot.
I think that's true. Check swing there. And he went.
Thought that was going to be a strike either way there.
Yep.
Looked like he hit his spot on that one, though.
That one inside now.
Another one of those borderline calls there.
Right. I think the Legend audience is not too happy about that one.
No. I mean, that ball really had some kind of late tail to it inside.
That one fouled off, so Aragon stays in it now.
At bat moving on to the 7th pitch here.
That one's high. So Aragon walks. Now we'll have John Zackham step up to the plate.
Last at bat, he hit a hard line drive to the right fielder, caught for an out.
That one right down the middle, fouled off. Ooh, that one called for a strike. Looked a little inside from up here.
That was, I think, your give back there for the last at bat with Aragon.
McCord keeps glancing over at Aragon. He's just trying to
Kind of keeping an eye on him.
keeping an eye
I
on
mean,
him.
really, Aragon isn't the fastest dude, but it doesn't
Nope.
hurt to kind of watch.
Ooh,
Nearly sails over Grieving's head.
do we call that a pitch out? Was that on purpose?
Was it how high it went? I don't think so. I think he was just kind of keeping him honest over there at first with the
Throw down.
back pick.
Ooh,
Oh, beautiful changeup there.
that'll be a strikeout. I think that's his first of the game.
It'll be McCord's first strikeout of the game.
So Zackham goes down for the first out, and Clay Burke steps up.
Burke 1 for 1 on today. Had a single his first at bat.
Lazy pickoff there, but
I think you saw Aragon went back and just didn't want to risk
yep.
airmailing that one.
Much easier for him, though, being a lefty, to keep an eye on first base. Ooh, that one cracked.
Wow.
And that'll be a double
Wow.
play.
Great play there.
Really heads-up play there.
Like, good job
From
from
the Titans.
Landon Boyd.
And that'll be the end of the inning for Vista. So the trend of 1 out per inning does not continue, or 1 run per inning, excuse me, does not continue, but this is still leading here. Legends really got to just start getting men on base in this inning if they want to be in this. They're still looking at no hits on the day going into this 4th inning, and Sam Ireland is still looking as solid as ever. I think it could get away from Vista, though, if they start getting a little lazier, and it's definitely more stressful as a pitcher to have runners on base.
And I mean, really, Sam Ireland has had such a clean game so far.
Yep.
You know, no hits, and I mean, really, it's really remarkable from him. I mean, I think it's a little bit too early to watch kind of the no-hitter perfect game potential, but certainly after this inning, if he keeps it that way, I think it's time to start watching for it.
Right. If I'm not mistaken, he did throw a perfect game, or not a perfect game, but a no-hitter at some point in the season already.
It was a 2-hitter, actually.
2-hitter. Still pretty impressive.
Yes. Landon Boyd steps up 0 for 1. Flew out to right field.
This is actually Justin Boyd.
Justin Boyd, my bad. First pitch, taken for a strike.
Sheeran fields that one clean, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting for legend number 1, PJ Osmus.
PJ Osmus steps up now.
Flew out to, I guess you would call it shallow center last time.
Was that the Bermuda Triangle
It was
one?
the Bermuda Triangle one, yes.
Shows bunt there, but it's a strike anyway. That one gets right over Sam Ireland's head, fielded by Stahl, but looks like Osmus.
Oh!
Oh, he's called out.
Questionable call there.
From up here, it looked like he beat out the throw, but that'll mean 2 outs for the Golden Eagles already.
All of us kind of in a consensus up here on the broadcast booth that he looked safe from up here at least, but
usually we're the biased ones.
Unfortunately, there's no instant replay.
No instant replay on this high school broadcast. First pitch goes into the dirt for ball 1.
Grieving last at bat flew out to deep left field.
Second pitch swung on. Brings the count to 1-1.
Ireland throwing a really clean game for the most part. Only 7 balls and 23 strikes so far.
Oh,
Plunks him though.
That's the first real major pitching mistake we've seen so far, and I think that's their first runner as well, unless he walked. I don't really remember. I'm just a high school kid. This is a hobby for me. Linkavage steps up now.
Linkavage struck out his first at bat.
Oh. Well, it was an impressive catch, but it didn't really mean anything because he had to get the tag.
Yes.
Normally, though, Grant McGill, one of the best catchers in the state, actually.
It didn't seem like Drew Stahl was quite ready for that one. He was
wasn't ready
late
for it.
getting over to the bag, and I think that might have
That
thrown
threw him
McGill
off.
off a little.
Yep. Linkavage watches that one for a strike. That one looked pretty low to me, but called for another strike.
Kind of a curvy strike zone here from this
I
umpire.
know. We end up devolving into yelling at the umpire
Yeah.
almost every broadcast. That
High
one
school
swung
umpires.
on. And Vista gets out of the inning with no damage done.
McCord coming out for another inning of work in the fifth. Already to 50 pitches on the day. Really thrown, I'd say, effectively wild, I think would be the best way to describe it.
They've
Made some-
moved through the inning.
Yes, he's made a couple mistakes, and I think he's paid for it. But really, he's been fairly clean, really gotten out of some situations that he's put himself in.
Right. Won't go down in the books as his best game, but definitely not his worst game.
It's a solid game. Unless, obviously, he, does anything bad in this inning to give up a couple
There's
more
still
runs.
a little more time.
Thus far, very solid game, I'd say, from McCord. Leading off for the Eagles will be Cooper Jamieson. Struck out flew
He
out last time.
Flew out to shallow center last time.
Just remember that at bat as being a very ugly one.
Yes. Ugly swing.
Yes.
Ugly all around. I don't like that word, but we're using it.
Really, I think, described that last at bat for him best.
Gets a bunt sign and completely misses the ball.
He was trying to do one of those old school Ichiro bunts there where you kind of get the head start,
You start
running into it.
You're already halfway down the baseline.
It's a good thought.
That one tips right off the end of the bat. And Jameson is quickly down in the count, 0-2.
He's got to be careful here for some off-speed pitches from McCord. Ooh.
That was right over the plate, but call the ball.
Might have been a little high, I think, if we're trying to bail
We
out
don't
the
know
umpire.
what is going on. It's not our job to bail out the umpire.
And
That
that
one's
one,
going
now
out.
he strikes out. So we got to throw one extra there to get Jamieson out, but either way records the first out of the inning. Coming up to the plate now will be center fielder Zach Hoff. Flew out the first at bat.
Actually, no, that was the pop-up. That was a little bunt right back to the
Oh
pitcher.
yes, that's that.
I
I
remember
remember that
now.
now. Yes.
Watches that first one down to the heart of the plate.
Really, I think that's kind of been the key tonight for McCord is just getting ahead on those first pitch strikes. Kind of opens up the rest of his
Right. He can
pitches.
do a lot more.
Just like that right there. Beautiful
That was
curveball.
dirty.
Makes it 0-2 now on Hoff. Now quickly he's put Hoff and Jamieson here to start the inning off
Right.
in a hole. That one misses outside.
Even with that ball, though, McCord is looking a lot more confident in this fifth inning.
Wouldn't be surprised if he turns back to the curveball here on the 1-2 count. Looks like he went with the changeup there, and it's hit weakly to the third baseman, who's not going to be able
Hoff
to
is
beat the
so fast.
speedy Hoff there. So really a good positioning, I'd say, by Hoff on that hit. Probably not what he was trying to do, but it works out.
Yep, worked.
Gets the hit, and now the top of the order will come up.
Batting from Mountain Vista, number 3, Zach Paschke.
Paschke with 2 doubles on the day.
Really been hot in this game.
And on the season so far,
Yes,
other
other than the
first
beginning,
10
yes.
at-bats. He's looked really good since then. Pick-off attempt there, but nothing going on.
Hoff was able to walk back on that one. First pitch, Kapowski inside.
Little yoga pose there from
Yeah.
Paschke.
Not sure. Is there a yoga pose name for that one?
I don't know. I never work out.
A little more deceiving pickoff there.
When you're a lefty, you can do that. When you're righty, not so much.
Yeah, a little tougher.
It's called a balk if you try to do it as a righty.
Yeah, can't lift the leg and spin around. Hoff takes off and I'll throw it to first. And it looks like
They missed the
I
tag
missed the
there.
tag, I believe. I mean, Hoff is just lightning fast
Yep.
there.
It's not a surprise he tried to pick him off. Didn't even work when he did. I want to see Hoff and Paschke in
In
a
a
100
race,
meters,
yeah.
100-meter dash.
Really just kind of take off, and Griffin Sheeran also kind of, I've heard, is rumored to be fairly quick. Bunt shown from Paschke.
Whoa.
Back pick nearly sails into the center field.
That was a good job by Boyd to track that down to prevent Hoff from getting to third. Meanwhile, back at the plate,
2-0 still. It's like this at-bat's gone on forever, but only 2 pitches have been thrown. Grieving calls for McCord to step off there, get him back on the same page.
What do you say, Broda?
Paschke showing bunt now. Pulls it back and just kind of step off almost more, I think, than anything.
throw a pitch. I'm getting bored.
Paschke showing bunt yet again, pulls it back, pops this one
Hey.
up.
Well, that
Should be easy for the first baseman, Lynn Cabbage, to handle right on the mound, and he'll record it for the second out. Paschke finally goes out on an at-bat, and Drew Stahl will step up to the plate. Stahl looking to score Hoff from second base. He can do it, I think, with a single to the outfield.
Come on, Blue.
Time called by the umpire. Swung right through by Stahl. That was a big swing.
he's trying to be the hero right now.
Stahl 0 for 1 so far with a sac fly. Ooh. Another pitch right on the border there. No call though from McCord. So even the count at 1-1. McCord really showed a little more frustration on that one than I think any other pitch. That one was a good, looked like a slider, maybe even a two-seam there from McCord. Makes it a 1-2 count now with 2 outs. So this is a big pitch here coming from Brody McCord. This one misses outside there from McCord. Legend dugout didn't like that one, but that one up here seemed a little more reasonable that it was outside.
Certainly, some of his other calls early in the game.
Yes. Two coming home to Stahl. Rips this one down the line, and it'll go just foul.
That would have easily scored off had it been fair.
Stahl would have been digging for 2 on that one, and I think would have made it easy. Legend kind of gets to take a breather on that one, that it didn't drop fair.
Right.
One more, bro.
I think McCord's going to turn to maybe his changeup here on this one. He's used that pitch fairly consistent tonight. Looked like a fastball. Fouled off there from Stahl. So Stahl really fighting to stay alive in this at-bat. Still remains at 2-2. Stahl calls time on this one.
I love baseball because it's so fast-paced.
Pitch taken for a ball there by Stahl, so brings it to 3-2-2 out with Hoff standing on second. Certainly, you need to get Stahl out.
It's going to be the 8th pitch of this at-bat.
If you don't get through Stahl, you start to get to really the meat of the lineup here
Right.
with Ireland and McGill. Stahl wanted time, didn't get it, and he will take that one for ball 4.
Solid at-bat there from Drew Stahl.
Really a great at-bat from Stahl. Made him, throw 9 pitches?
That was 8 pitches.
8 pitches. 8 pitches to get the walk. So now, runners on first and second. Legend will have to deal with the hottest hitter
On the
in
lineup.
Vista lineup, yeah.
Got 2 outs, though. McCord just try to focus on the batter here and get out of this inning. Check swing there.
Called for a strike.
Here we go, Brody. Hey, here we go, kid. What do you
Ireland leads the team this year with RBIs with 17.
He could knock on a couple more right here.
Certainly will score Hoff with a single to the outfield. Stahl would have to be a little deeper, I think, to score him.
Ooh.
And this one hit just tapped down the line. It'll be foul ball, so it'll bring it to 0-2 now on Sam Ireland. Oh, 2 coming home from Boyd.
Boyd.
I'm not sure what I just said there.
We'll just
Missed-
pretend you didn't
yes.
say anything.
That one misses high for a ball, so it'll bring it to 1-2. Spun
Little-
around like he was going to pick off Hoff there, but held on to it.
Just practicing a little dance move there.
Ballet a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This one hit deep to center field.
That could be over the fence.
Osmus going back, and it's gone. Home run, Sam Ireland. Helps himself out with that one for a 3-run home run to make this a 6-0 game.
Wow. Maybe it's the field or maybe the
I
angle,
don't
but
know, but that ball just kind of seemed to carry out again.
right, it did
We
not seem.
saw that one with the Aragon homer, and now
Yeah, from up here, did not seem off the bat. That's kind of why we don't have too much of a reaction,
No.
I guess.
I thought that was just going to be a weak fly out to center.
Right. Well, we'll take it. 3 more RBIs for Sam Ireland.
Really, Vista coming up big with 2 outs in this inning. McGill, the catcher up now, swings right through that one.
He popped up to third last time he was at the plate. Ooh.
Swings right through that one, too.
Half-hearted swing. He did not
No,
want
I don't
that
think
one.
he was fully committed there.
Might have been looking off at a bird in left field or something.
The 0-2 coming home to McGill now. Right on the outside corner there. Cord didn't get that call.
We really can't predict what that ball is going to be called. All day, it's been different. It's really just a coin toss.
This one misses high and inside. Makes it 2-2 now. Fouls this one straight back to the backstop, so another kind of tasking at bat here for McCord. They do have a righty warming up in the bullpen. Likely going to just try and McCord ride this one out. It's kind of an inside-out swing here. Hit to shallow right field, and it'll drop for a base hit.
They're sending him. No, they're not.
McGill took a real hard turn there at first. Held up.
He's got short legs, but I think he could have made it there.
Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner.
Let him get his catcher's gear on.
Give him a break on his legs a little bit.
I think that's Will Mitchell.
I believe that's Will Mitchell out there. So time is now called as the pitching coach comes out to talk to McCord on the mound. Likely just going to try and settle him down or see if he's willing to keep going, as he's given up 3 in this inning and then another base hit.
He's thrown a lot of pitches in this 5th inning, too.
Pitch count's up to 75 now.
I think it's a little higher than that because I am not very good at this app yet, and I'm not recording every single pitch.
Scorecard a little.
With that being said, this app's pretty cool. We'll plug the app now. It's called iScore. You can get it on the App Store for free.
Maybe you should quit broadcasting
Yeah.
and take up being a salesperson there.
Give me some money, iScore.
First pitch inside to Aragon. He homered earlier in this game. Aragon swings right through this one. Mitchell back and safe at first base. One count on Aragon. Swings right through that one and looked like a good changeup there from McCord. Makes it a 1-2 count now. One, two outside. Another backpick. This one's going to go into right field. And so Mitchell will advance to second base easily. He's digging for third now. The outfielder Boyd wasn't quite paying attention, and he'll get into third base easily.
Wow.
So now another danger situation here. The bad error from Grieving. Really, this kind of makes this at-bat even a little more important.
Yeah, now Aragon's got a runner in scoring position.
Scores him with the single here. Two home. Inside, calls it for strike 3.
Tipped off his bat, but right into the catcher's glove. McCord gets out of that inning, but not before Sam Ireland hits a home run straight over center fielder's head, scoring 3 more. Score now 6-0, going to the top of the 6th.
Bottom of the 5th.
And that's what I said. Because Vista is the away team. And I am a professional broadcaster.
That inning was kind of interesting for McCord. He really started off hot, and then it seemed like he almost kind of lost it with 2 outs there.
Right.
He had the chance to get stall out. And he couldn't get stall out, so it led to Ireland. And Ireland hit the 3-run homer.
And the rest is history. I think if you're thinking, though, as a pitcher, it's a lot more stressful to have runners on base and be thinking about them and try to think about the
it
batter
definitely
as well.
seemed like once Hoff got on base, he was kind of a little more
Falling apart,
yeah, kind of shaken up. Monmano comes up. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat. It's kind of weird because, Vista's gone through the lineup 3 times now, and it's only the second time around for Legend.
Well, Ireland's only got, I don't know, somewhere around 40 pitches. We don't know the exact one because I'm incompetent with this app, but compare that to McCord, who's pushing 80.
Fouled off here from Osmus. Quickly makes it 0-2 now. Sorry, it's not Osmus, it's Monmano. Ooh. Check swing there from Monmano. Said he went around, so we'll strike him out there for the first out. Designated hitter Hank Bard comes up to the plate. Hitting .318 on the season. 0 for 1 as the rest of his teammates are in this one. Fouls the first one off, so quick strike one here for Ireland. And that's what he's done so well in this game, is just getting those first pitch strikes. Goes with the lower arm slot, throws it outside for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1 here with 1 out. Looks like a little bit of a 2-seam maybe there from the kind of sidearm arm slot there. Missed a little bit outside. This one tipped and fouled off there from Bard. Makes it a 2-2 count now. This one fouled off again from Bard. Be interesting to see what McGill calls here for Ireland. He's thrown majority fastballs in this one.
That changeup was working well for him. Actually, last time Bard struck out when he had those 3 strikeouts in a row.
Looking to repeat the same in this inning as he strikes out Bard on the drop third.
That'll work.
Now batting for Legend, number 20, Caleb Stubbins.
Caleb Stubbings come up. Hit a hard line drive to the left fielder last time. Nearly got over Aragon's head. First pitch from Ireland called for strike 1. Right on the inside part of that plate. Second one fouled off here from Ireland, working quickly. Brings it to 0-2. Ireland shakes off McGill twice. And he'll strike him out on that one. So 3 up, 3 down yet again for Legend, and still without a hit. So no hitter for Ireland will be coming into the 6th now.
Not too shabby.
We'll have John Zackham up for Mountain Vista to start the inning. We'll give McCord the ball again.
I think you touched on it a little bit a couple outs ago, but Sam Ireland has been so good at getting that first pitch strike, getting it ahead in the count, and then he can really do whatever he wants with the rest of the the count, because as long as you're ahead and you're throwing strikes and just keep kind of keeping your pitch count low, hitting your spots, that's exactly what Sam Ireland is doing. You're going to have a really good game.
And we've really seen kind of glimpses from that from his counterpart here, Brody McCord. But it seems like anytime there's a runner on base, it seems like McCord just kind of almost panics, I would say, and just
Right.
kind of thinks about the runner maybe too much.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the bleeding starts for Legend.
So John Zackham steps up now. First pitch called a strike inside.
One of those borderline calls that's gone both ways today.
There's been a lot of those. The strike zone has really fluctuated. Thinks about swinging there, but makes the right decision.
I think if we could call the strike zone anything, it's not that like perfect rectangle that you're used to seeing on the
On
television.
the Fox tracks.
Yeah, it's more of a like broken egg, I'd
The
say.
yeah. It's when you put the egg down in the pan and it just splats
Kind of
everywhere.
splats where, yeah.
That one hit hard, high in the air, and it's tracked down in right field for the first out.
Now batting for Mountain Vista, number 16, Clay Burke.
So Clayton Burke stepping up now. He singled and grounded out, 1 for 2 on the day.
He's DHing for Griffin Sheeran. Probably a good call there from Coach Quintana.
Sheeran definitely not the most offensively inclined.
No, still without a hit on the season, so
Ooh,
definitely,
Burke watches a curveball
definitely a
for
good,
strike one.
good move there from Coach Q.
I like Griffin on third though.
He's got a good arm. Oh my!
That one is muscled out to right center at the warning track. It's caught.
That one was way deep from Burke. I thought that one was going to get out. Kind of looked like it was hit harder than the Ireland and
I know. Looked hard. Yeah, I agree. It looked hit harder than either Ireland or Aragon's home runs, but
just kind
I
of
don't know.
fell down, I guess.
Maybe there's more air over there.
Oh
Oh.
my!
That one is launched to left field by the foul pole. And they call
Oh!
it.
Foul.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know how you can call that if you're the ump there, but they call that one foul.
Wow, and he hit Cooper Jamieson hit that one a good 20 or 30 feet past the wall there.
That
He
one,
just turned on that one.
I think if soccer practice was still going on, they'd probably have to stop it and get that ball back, but soccer practice
gotta be-
ended 30 minutes ago.
Got to be careful no one gets hit there.
I know. It's dangerous when Cooper Jamison's at the plate.
It's probably the cleanest swing we've seen from him all day today.
That is for sure.
Nice pitch.
Now watch that one go by for strike 2.
Good pitch right on the outside part of the plate there from McCord. Looked like he tried to hit that same spot but missed it outside and low.
Count now 1 and 2. Jameson finds the gap there between third and shortstop, so he will make it to first. And the 2-out rally is just about to start. Calling it now.
I'm so kind of shocked shocked on how far Jameson
I
hit that
know.
ball.
I didn't know he was capable of it.
He's probably the skinniest kid on the team.
So Zakhoff steps up now. He had a single last time at the plate, and then he made it to third on a pass ball error from the catcher. Ooh, big swing there on the first pitch. Hoff's trying to surprise us too with a little sleeper home run.
Yes. I mean, at this point, anything can happen, I'd say, for the Vista lineup.
Second pitch fouled off there, and hops down 0-2. Third pitch outside. Third pitch is almost always outside.
Yeah, it seems like every time he gets to 2 strikes, he always misses.
Might be a little afraid to throw that third strike and just
Try
take the
and blow it
strikeout.
by him, yeah.
Yep. That was a nice pitch, but it's fouled off.
Attaboy, Brody, way to compete. Keep competing.
McCord pushing 90 pitches now. Really kind of starting to work out there. Good job by the catcher Grieven to get over to that one, prevent it from going to the backstop.
Count now 2-2.
Ooh, nearly plunked him there. So another 3-2 count with 2 outs here for McCord.
Payoff pitch here. McCord's trying to get out of this inning.
Pops him up.
That one's foul. Out of play.
This next pitch will make it 8 pitches.
He's had a lot of those 7 or 8 pitch
Yeah,
at bats.
long at bats. Hoff takes off.
That'll be another foul ball.
Brody, that boy.
So 3-2, 2 outs. You'll see Zach Hoff take off yet again here.
Cooper Jameson. Zach Hoff
Or
is
yes,
at the
I'm,
plate.
I'm sorry, Cooper Jameson.
Hey, I forgive you.
Getting them mixed up here.
You're broadcasting with Ryan Tubbs, the king of making mistakes.
The king of the mishap.
That's what they call me. I got that tattooed on my back.
Fouled off again.
Is that 10 pitches now? Coming up to 10 pitches?
This will be the 10th pitch in the at-bat.
I think that's a testament to the Vista hitters
Five
staying in
foul
all
balls.
these. Yeah. This is definitely the longest at bat.
Yes. No, I think the Paschke at-bat might have been pushing it last inning. With all the pickoffs.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, my.
Another
Another
foul ball.
foul ball.
JV's just trying to warm up over there. They got balls falling out of the sky.
Fouled
Oh
off
my
yet
goodness.
again.
How many is this? 13?
This will be 12.
This will be 12. All
coming
right.
up.
Can we hit 13?
It's kind of the endless game of how many. I mean, really just kind of a testament to Brody McCord now. Pushing 100 pitches. Just kind of still hitting his spots.
We haven't seen a drop off in speed for the most part, at least not noticeable.
Fouled off yet
my
again.
Goodness.
Boy, Brody. All good, buddy, you got it.
Getting some more chuckles here from the Vista side of the crowd on just how long this at-bat's gone on for Zach Hoff.
They're trying to go home.
Watches that one, ball 4.
Finally, ball 4 on the 13th pitch. We made it. It feels like a curse has been broken.
That was just the at-bat of an eternity here. So now we'll see the Coach
Coach someone.
Coach Boyd, Scott Boyd, come out for the Legend Titans, and so Brody will come out of the game.
And it looks like Boyd will now be throwing. Just kidding. Who's 36? I'm bad at everything.
It'll be
Oh, Olsen.
Olsen will come in.
Got it. I'm great.
Kevin Olsen will come into the game for the Legend Titans. Olsen with a 4.20 ERA on the year. 5 strikeouts in 3 1/3 inning. Just kind of looking to get through the rest of this game. I mean, certainly Legend not out of this one.
They'll make it to the plate a couple more times. What do you think the key, though, to getting them back in this game is?
It's just getting on base, I think. I mean, I think all in all, I think McCord kept him in the game as best as he could.
But their bats haven't been there.
Certainly could have been better, but I think McCord maybe confidence-wise could have been helped out a little more from
the offensive side.
Just it's hard to throw when you know you can't get anything going offensively.
Yep.
Now pitching for Legend number 36, Kevin Olsen.
Zach Paschke will be up. Be the first batter Kevin Olsen faces, so really right off the bat, Olsen has a
uphill battle.
Yes.
Number 3, Zach.
What's Paschke done so far?
2 for 3 with 2 doubles and a flyout.
I see a pretty good gap between left fielder and the center fielder. And that's where Paschke's put his last 2 doubles. He'll watch that first strike.
Olsen works out of the inning.
Lynn Cabbage tracks that one down, and the Titans are finally out of that. What is definitely the longest inning of this game.
Probably the longest. Yeah, I think you're hit it right on the head with that one.
Perhaps the longest inning of baseball ever played.
I think that one's a little pusher.
Show me another inning that's longer than that.
I guarantee you the Phillies-Marlins game from a couple days ago where the Phillies put up 12 in the inning was
perhaps
probably a little bit longer than that.
You might have me there, but that was the second longest, officially. Second longest.
Right. We'll call it the second longest.
Ever.
Sam Ireland coming out for another inning of work. Really only up to 50 pitches here. Still perfect. Or not perfect, but still throwing a no-hitter in this one.
Hey, no one's perfect.
Now batting for Legend High School, number 32, Landon Boyd.
Landon Boyd up to bat. 0 for 1 with a ground out in this game. Got the umpire talking to the Legend coach about something, calling over the Vista coach Quintana as well. Not quite sure about what.
We don't got the people down on the field.
We don't have our sideline reporter.
We don't have mics in our ears.
Unfortunately, we don't have the budget for that.
We rolled
for
all
those
of
kind
our
of things.
We rolled out all of our equipment out of Jack's Honda Accord. First pitch here from Sam Island. Hit pretty hard to Drew Stahl, but textbook play there. And 1 pitch, 1 out for the Golden Eagles.
Now batting for Legend number 8,
Number 8, Vala, comes in now. First time we've seen him, and don't really have too many stats on him either. This is only his 5th plate appearance, and he watches the first strike go by. Chopper to second base, and another 4-3.
Stahl just making clean plays here from second base.
Now batting for legend number 2, Justin Boyd.
Boyd up to bat. 0 for 2 on the day. Legends still looking for their first hit in the 6th inning with 2 outs.
Oh,
Watches the first one go by for strike
is that
1.
a slider? What do we
Looked like it
call
was a
that?
slider. Watch
Another
that.
nice pitch.
Wow.
Boyd goes down pretty fast, 0-2.
Fouled
Fouls
off.
that one off. And that one's in play. Looks like it'll be another 4-3, and Vista's out of the inning quickly. Still no hits for the Titans, and Sam Ireland, I'm sure, is going to stay out there and try to close out this no-hitter.
And I mean, really, that inning, they only needed Sam Ireland, Grant McGill, John Zackham, and Drew Stull in the
Yeah.
field. It's like Olsen will take another trip out to the mound here.
And Drew Stahl is on deck.
0 for 1 so far with a strikeout, a sac fly, and a walk. So really only one official at-bat to his name in this one so far.
Wasn't he one of those really long at-bats, if I remember correctly, maybe in the 5th inning?
I believe he was. Yeah, he was, because it was the at-bat where
He
it was
ended up walking,
first
I
and
remember,
second.
yeah, yep.
Looks like Olsen will come off the field now. Grieving, kind of looking around, confused.
Who do I catch the ball from?
So now they will send out number 12, Jake Sansing. He's got a 4.10 ERA on the season. 13.2 innings pitched for him with 21 strikeouts. Sansing also with a 328 opponent batting average, so a little bit higher.
He's really coming in just as damage control, try to get him to the bottom and get any opportunity to score in this game.
Got the highest number of strikeouts on the team. By far, really.
What's he
And,
sitting at?
counterpart.
Now batting for Mountain Vista, number 6, Drew Stahl.
So Drew Stahl steps up now. Like we said earlier, fairly uneventful day at the plate. He's just trying to get on base here.
Touched the base only one time, and then it was a very short-lived time on the base.
Sends that one to deep center field. And it drops there. That'll be 2 or 3. He's going for 3. Slides in, throws off. Good backup there, but a triple for Drew Stahl. And I do believe that I just saw a Fortnite emote from Drew Stahl. Can you back me up there?
It was blocked for me by a banner, but
I've watched Nathan Tubbs play a lot of Fortnite recently, and that is definitely one of the emotes that I've seen.
I mean, I would not be surprised at this point. Sam Ireland up to the plate now, 1 for 1 with 2 sac flies and a home run.
First ball outside.
Infield was originally playing in to cut it, and then did back up.
I didn't notice this earlier, but Ireland does not use batting gloves.
Go with the caveman approach.
Caveman.
Little savage with the no batting gloves.
We'll call him the Babe Ruth, not caveman. Caveman is, come on, that's rude. That man hit a home run today.
With no batting gloves.
With no batting gloves. Sends that one to the shortstop. That'll score the run now. That's exactly what he needed to do. 1 out now for Vista. And the score now 7-0. 9 hits on the board for Mountain Vista.
Exactly what I think the manager, Scott Boyd, was looking for there, for Sansing to come in, give up a triple, and then a run.
Miguel watches that one low and outside for the first ball. There's a strike right down the middle.
Good take, though, I think, by McGill. Sansing been pretty wild in this inning.
That one's fouled off. Count now 1-2. Swung on and missed. There's a strikeout for Sansing.
Made McGill look silly on that swing. Alessandro Aragon up to bat now.
Home run on the day. Nothing else, but
He's also
hey.
walked and struck out.
Home run's pretty cool.
Other than the home run,
That one looked like a strike to me.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that one, Ryan. Might have been a little high, but definitely
Like we said, though, the broken egg strike zone.
Yes.
That one called the ball in the dirt or the turf.
Ooh.
Almost ran him up.
3-0 count now. Sansing now with more balls than strikes in this inning. Watches that one for ball 4.
That's another one I
Yeah.
could have seen called a strike, and it probably was called a strike early in the game.
Sansing definitely showed a little frustration there after that one.
Zackham's up now. He is 0 for 3 right now. Looking for a little redemption. First pitch strike.
Breaks up his streak now of 4 straight balls.
Good job, Sansing. Foul tip there now, and Zackham's down in the count 0-2.
Good
Ball
take there.
high and inside. That one's hit to center. And over his head, that'll get down. Zackham's going for 2. Slides in, and Aragon makes it to 3rd. So now Clayton Burke's going to step up with ducks on the pond, hoping to get a couple more insurance runs here with 2 outs.
Thought that was only going to be a single there from Zach. I'm not exactly the fastest player on the Vista team. Turned it into 2. I think if Legend was looking for it a little more.
I
Thrown out at second.
I think of John Zackham as Bowser from Mario Super Sluggers.
Guy with a lot of power but not much speed. Ooh.
How many members of our audience can understand that reference?
Probably not too many.
How many members are in the audience? Probably not too many.
Burke down 0-1.
Chopper now, fielded by third baseman and sent over to
Ball was
Cabbage. Yeah.
Catch was missed there by Cabbage. Burke was really coming down the line hard.
All right. So Burke makes it to second. Aragon and Zackham score. And that is definitely not what the Titans wanted to have happen. I wasn't entirely sure what happened because up here in this press box, we don't have the best view of the field. I got a big pillar in my way. So they're changing out the pitcher now, but I don't have the lineup, so Jack Shower's going to have to find it for me.
Looks like it will be Ciardulo.
Joe Ciardulo. Sophomore. That's all we know.
Ciardulo on the season with only 2.1 innings pitched. 0 ERA to his credit. 4 strikeouts to his name though, and those 2 1/3.
He's just got to get 1 out here.
I think that's really
easier said than done, maybe?
Yes. I think with the way the day has gone for Legend, that is definitely easier said than done.
Who's on deck now?
It'll be Cooper Jameson up to bat. 1 for 3. He hit that
Ooh,
deep.
He's capable of hitting it pretty far, as we saw last. Was that last inning?
That was last inning, yes. Where he hit the deep foul ball there. Jameson swinging.
That one's foul.
What do you say, Joe? Here we are now, kid.
Second pitch called a strike.
That one's in the dirt, and the runner's sent.
Oh,
That's a big miss!
Perk swipes third on that one.
Burke is another guy that I did not expect to
No,
get the
he's
steal
a
sign.
little quicker than I would expect. 1-2 count now to Jameson. Watches that
Oh.
one for strike 3.
Good pitch there. So Chardulo gets him out of it. But now it is the
I think kind of the story of this game so far is just Sam Ireland's effectiveness.
right.
Still with a no-hitter. 3 outs left until he completes that.
I don't want to jinx anything, but I think it's possible.
It's
We got the
definitely
wooden-
possible.
We got the wooden
Gotta
stool.
knock
Both of us
knock on the
knocked
wood
it.
here.
PJ Osmus is coming up now. He flew out and grounded out last couple times at the plate.
PJ Osmus stepping up for Legend. Had a fairly good season so far, hitting .345. 9 RBIs and a home run to his credit. Still nothing going for him today, though, in his third at-bat. As with most of his counterparts, Grieving the only one to touch base so far in this one.
Ooh,
First pitch taken, strike 1.
that's that same contested spot we've seen all day. It seems to have been going in the way of the
Yeah.
pitcher the last few times. Oh,
Second one swung on and missed, so PJ Osmus quickly down 0-2 here to start off the 7th inning.
Ireland shaking off a pitch.
Tapped weakly in front of the mound. This will be a tough play for McGill. Makes a great play. Grant McGill saves that one and keeps the no-hitter alive.
McGill has one of the fastest armors of any catcher in the state, actually. He has a pop time throwing from home plate to second base that is as fast as Buster Posey. He is
Which is just
insane.
ridiculous as a high school ball
Yeah.
player. Zachem and Stahl playing back here for Grieving. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Second one in the same spot. This one called a strike this time. Swung on and grounded foul. 1-2 count now to Grieving. Swung on and fouled back. Stays alive in this one. This is a good pitch there from Ireland.
So much movement on Ireland's pitches. It's crazy to see. He's got that really nasty slider, and his two-seamer has a lot of movement as well.
And not only that, he has 2 arm slots that he's been throwing from.
Right.
Both equally as effective. Been using over the top a little more. This one fouled back again.
Battle, way to battle.
When you're at the plate looking at the pitcher and you don't even know where the ball is going to be coming from,
It's hard. And especially with the velocity that
yeah,
Ireland has.
absolutely throwing upper 70s, low 80s.
Popped up. This
High
one high
pop up.
high to shallow.
Called
Calls off
there.
Paskey.
Good job on Paschke to get out of the way.
So 2 outs here. Sam Ireland just needing 1 more out to get this no-hitter. And he has the most dangerous hitter in the lineup up. So he's got a tough task ahead of him if he wants to keep it.
Ooh.
Lynn Cavendish hitting .423, has 2 home runs on the season.
I don't know about you, but my heart's pounding.
Yeah,
I want to get this.
I'm a little anxious here. First pitch comes from Ireland to Linkavage. Misses high for ball 1.
I hope that's not an anxiety
Yes.
miss. If I am Sam Ireland right now, I am going to be shaking in my boots.
This one called for a
All
strike.
right.
Evens it at 1-1. Popped foul there by Linkavage, so Legend Titans down to their last strike. Still without a hit in this game. And Sam Ireland with a 1-2 count can throw virtually any pitch he wants to right here. The 1-2 home. Swing and a miss! Sam Ireland's done it! No-hitter Sam Ireland! Sam Ireland has just thrown a no-hitter against the Legend Titans.
What a game.
Wow! Just utter and complete dominance from Sam Ireland in this one. And I mean, certainly this will go down as one of the greatest games that we've
games
called.
for Sam Ireland. Not only did Sam Ireland throw a perfect game, he had a 3-run home run.
Just overall, a phenomenal game from Sam Ireland.
We're gonna have to.
I'm a little speechless here.
I know. I don't know what to say either. I do know that we're gonna have to wrap this up pretty fast because it turns out the broadcast booth is also the locker room.
For the Titans, yes.
From Parkett, Colorado, I am Ryan Tubbs.
And I'm Jack Schauer. And we thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night as the Vista Lacrosse team takes on Thunder Ridge.